Sierra Leone's First Lady, Madame Fatmata Bio, says she backs efforts for the United Nations to adopt November 18 as the day to annually commemorate survivors of gender-based violence. The United Nations passed a resolution that paves the way for victims to access justice. In an interview with VOA's Peter Clotty, Fatmata Bio says the days of impunity are over.
I was ecstatic, to be honest with you. I was more excited, not because of the campaign that I'm running, but more for the victims. A lot of people don't understand when you say access to justice. Rape victims are victimized all the way through, up to when they get to the justice system. Now, with this law, it enabled them to be represented in court without them worrying about paying a lawyer. You know, so you can imagine how many victims has gone through this trauma and they had to pull out at the end just because they don't have the finances to pay lawyers to represent them after being abused. You don't celebrate abuse, but then this is a celebration that they are now one step closer to a closure for them. And it also helps with the campaign that I run, because now I don't have to worry about which lawyer is willing to represent a victim. They all know now they are mandated to do that. So justice for them is justice for every one of us, because we are just the voices for them. They don't want to talk, and then we talk on their behalf. And hopefully with this resolution, and this is the first resolution Sierra Leone has actually put in since independent. Now putting in your first resolution and get that through also means that the government is doing something right. The only time I know Sierra Leone participated on anything to do with the resolution was actually voting in favor of China to join the United Nations. That's the only time. This is the first time. And this happening under His Excellency's regime, and then happening when I am championing a very, very aggressive campaign to secure the protection of girls and women in Sierra Leone and Africa as a whole. I think justice for us is rewarding.